Greetings to one and all present here. I, participant 6, am standing before you all to present my views on the topic Educational Philosophy of Swami Dayanand Saraswati and its relevance in present times. As we all know, the year 2023 marks the bicentenary year of Swami Dayanand Saraswati Jayanti. Shri Dayanand was a philosopher, educationist, social reformer and the founder of the Arya Samaj, an institution which has education at its primary aim. Shri Dayanand believed education to be the most supreme and important moral process for the development of mankind. According to him, education is a means for character formation and righteous living. Thus, he believed education to be a process of moral and spiritual development. This finds relevance in the present time as education nowadays has been reduced to a mere stepping stone in obtaining a job. Thus, I believe it is the need of the hour to return to the thought of Swami Dayanand Saraswati to ensure the holistic development of a child. Even the NEP 2020 talks about this as a moral and spiritual values. The Radhakrishnan Commission talks about the moral, spiritual and social values. And the NEP 2020 talks about the ethical and moral values and the development of these. Swamiji also considered the Vedas for the source of all knowledge. His clarion call was, go back to the Vedas. However, while emphasizing upon the importance of Vedas and the Upanishad, he also asked Indians to develop a scientific and rational outlook towards life. And this is exactly what the India of 21st century needs, a balance between its ancient heritage, culture and values and the modern scientific outlook towards life. He also condemned all superstitions and beliefs, and this is what I believe India of the 21st century needs. The NEP 2020 also states in his vision that the national education policy envisions an education system rooted in Indian ethos that directly transforms India into an equitable and vibrant knowledge society. Swamiji also was a votary for universal access to education, and this is reflected in several schemes of the Indian government, such as the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, the Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan, the Rashtriya Uchtar Shiksha Abhiyan, the Right to Education Act, and the recent NEP 2020. Swamiji also was an advocate for women's education. He believed that daughters have as much right to get education as do the sons, and this is reflected in the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign launched by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in 2015. It is the result of this view shared by Swami Dayanand Saraswati and many other thinkers that today we have women leading in almost all spheres of life. It is the result of this vision of Swami Dayanand Saraswati that we have Srimati Draupadi Murmu as the second female president of this country. Swamiji also believed that Sanskrit should be the medium of higher education, and as somebody else also pointed out, that Sanskrit is now considered to be the most scientific language in the world that can be used for coding and is also acknowledged by NASA. The NEP 2020 also recognizes the importance and relevance of Sanskrit for students. It states that Sanskrit should be promoted as the medium of education and will be offered to students at all levels of schooling and at higher education as an important and valuable addition in their life. Furthermore, Swamiji considered the psychological importance of reward and punishment in a child education. He believed that a child should be shielded, however, it should not be corporal but only oral. And this is a view shared by the believers of the incentive theory of motivation, which was propounded by Skinner and later perfected by Hull, which considers that reinforcement does have an impact on a child's behavior, and the theory is still practiced today. Swamiji also recognizes the importance of family in a child education. According to him, he and Satyarth Prakash write, blessed is the family, most fortunate is the child, whose parents are godly and learned. This view is now shared by the social constructivists who consider society to have an important place in a child's education. And as we all know, that family is an important component and the basic unit of any society. Lastly, I would like to say that throughout all these practices, the policy documents, the schemes that is implemented by the government, we can see the relevance of Swamiji's thoughts and ideology in the modern day age. I would also like to say that institutions such as BWT, such as DAV are a living testament to the relevance of Swamiji's thoughts and philosophy. And as long as institutes like these are there, I believe Swamiji's ideology, Swamiji's educational philosophy will always be relevant. Thank you very much.